Sometimes you have to just get up and do it, even in those moments when you don't want to, even in those moments when you feel like there is not a need to do it. And what is it exactly? That's life, that's your purpose, that's anything that you want to accomplish as far as internally or externally, because you know what this is. This is called self-devotion. Some people like to call it discipline, other people like to call it other things, and what I like to call it is self-devotion. You putting forth an effort, you vowing yourself for an intentional purpose. That is what I like to call self-devotion. When you devote something to yourself, you dedicate yourself to it. You habitually do it regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in. And I love to do self-devotion because it means that you are praising your inner God. And each and every one of us should praise our inner internal God, because that means we are praising the universe, because the universe created us. And when we honor our internal state and our internal God, we are honoring the all-knowing, the benevolent, magnificent creator of the entire consciousness of the world. But you know what self-devotion really truly means and what it really encompasses? It encompasses all aspects of life. And I feel like sometimes we get a little caught up in maybe one version of, self-devotion and not the other. So what do I mean? I mean the mind, the body, and the soul. The mind, the body, and the soul, right? We have to devote each part of our lives with our intention, with our drive, with our will, with our consciousness. We have to devote our lives to balancing each version of ourselves, because we're not just physical beings, we're spiritual beings. And we're not just spiritual beings, we have a soul. We're soulful beings. So we have to remember that each part of our entity is important. Each part of ourselves is important, not just one part. Some people get stuck on just being self-devotional to the physical. Some people get self-devotional to the spiritual. Some people get self-devotional maybe to their souls. But what we can't do is go on and being imbalanced within each of the planes that we exist in, because we exist in multiple planes all at once. That's how amazing and magnificent we are. So you have to remember that you have to balance every part of you. Living this experience here on earth, here in the spiritual world, here in the soulful world, we have to remember that we exist in all of them all at once. And I know it sounds crazy because it just feels like you may just live in the physical world, but no, that is untrue. At least in my opinion, from my perspective, I believe that we live in multiple planes at once. And sometimes some parts of our lives call for us to be in one plane more than the other, right? So when we find ourselves more focused on one plane and or heavily more devotional to one plane, we become unbalanced. We feel like our life is in chaos. But when we are harmonious between the planes and we realize that we are spiritual, we are souls, and we are physical beings, our life just seems to flow effortlessly. And you can't heal unless you're healing all three planes. You can't heal unless you're working through the problems, the issues that exist on every plane. What physical problems do you have? What spiritual problems do you have? And what soulful problems do you have? Meaning, like, maybe you're not chasing your purpose. Maybe you're staying stagnant and, staying in the physical plane, and you're not acknowledging your God version of yourself, because that's what happens when you tap into your soul. Your soul is a part of the divine consciousness, and the divine consciousness is what many people like to call God. So if you find yourself just struggling to exist sometimes, if you find yourself struggling to feel balance, it may be because one of the planes isn't balanced within you, and you're unable to exist in this world without chaos, because the inside of you has chaos, because you aren't spiritual, you aren't in your physical enough, and you aren't in your soul enough. I feel like when you start to really understand that you need to be in all of these planes, that you need to understand and come to a conscious awareness that you don't just live in a physical world, you live amongst all of these things. And in fact, I am so deeply and so passionate about this that I had to write a book about it. I had to write a book about us coming to our light, coming to our consciousness, sparking moments of light within all of our darkness, and realizing that we are the light amongst the darkness. Because, both of us, both of those things matter. Both of those things matter, light and dark. I truly believe in polarity. And like I said, I'm so devotional to this topic and to being in all of the planes, the mind, the body, and the soul, and the spirit. I am so into those planes and understanding that balance means everything that I had to write a book about it. I had to share to the world that how important it is to balance yourself in every single plane and not just one. Don't be too physical. Don't be too spiritual. Don't be too much in your soul. We need to be evenly balanced within all of those. And maybe in some moments we do need to be in one more than the other, but we sway back and forth. It's never a unbalanced thing when it's unnecessary. We're only in that one of the things more if it's necessary. So if you're interested in learning more about the 3 planes, check out my book in the link down below. But so, take another sip of this elixir. I'm just kidding, it's just juice. So have you ever found yourself recently maybe just very stuck and you just don't know where to go? Maybe start with understanding that when you heal, you don't need to just heal your physical, your spiritual, or your mental, right? I've been mistaken in forgetting to put mental in there, but mental is an important aspect too, but it can maybe be added in along with, the spiritual. So mental is an important aspect too, and I feel like when it comes to healing, a lot of us sometimes really focus on the mental. We focus on our past traumas. We focus on, our experience here on earth and the mind, which is essential. It's important, but then what we don't understand is that you have to also heal the body. The body stores so much energy. The body stores so much memory. The body is its own form of intelligence. Each and every cell that makes up your body has DNA, and DNA is intelligence because it's telling that cell what its job and purpose here in life inside your body is, right? So your body has intelligence, meaning that everything that you go through, every experience that you have on this earth, from your ancestors' experience within you, from your mom's experience when you were in the womb, what you were experiencing through her, all of that is inside of you. And if you don't understand that you need to heal the physical body alongside the mental and the spiritual and the soul, you need to heal all of those aspects of you. You will only be touching the surface of what true healing is. And I do applaud people who go to therapy. It's a beautiful and amazing way to really accomplish an aspect of healing, but I feel like it doesn't really truly grasp the full circle of what we need to truly heal, because it only touches on the mental. And I feel like that's why some of us may go to therapy, may, do these mental shadow works and all this, and we're still not healing our bodies. Our hips are still tight. Our shoulders are tight. Our muscles are storing all the stress. I don't know if you heard, when some people do yoga, it literally is a release of energy. That is the body's part, because there is the physical body and there's also something we like to call the somatic body, which is the energetic body, which holds your auras, your chakras. There's not just 7 chakras, there's hundreds of chakras within your body, and sometimes there's hundreds of chakras within one chakra. So your body holds energy. Your body holds energy. Energy is never created nor destroyed. It's always there waiting, and it's always in a potential state of being tapped into. And so your experience here on earth is gonna continue to be the same if we don't tap into that somatic and physical energy along with the mental energy that exists within us. So we have to heal all aspects of ourselves in order to really come the full circle, the real 360, the circle of life, right? If you think about everything in its organic state, everything in life is circular. Everything is circular in life. Everything circulates. Your blood circulates in your body. Everything circulates in your body. Fluids circulate in your body, right? Hormones circulate in your body. Everything is a circle of life. And that's how we have to take on healing. It is a circle of life. And along the circle is the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. And we can't heal only one aspect of the circle and expect changes. It's like those moments when, we think we've healed ourselves, but we haven't. And the main reason sometimes is because we haven't healed the other side of that trauma. We haven't healed the trauma. We may have healed the trauma in the mind, but we didn't heal that same trauma that exists in our body. We're still holding on to it in a memorable state. That's where the true subconscious is. It lies inside the body. I think how they talk about the id, the ego, the subconscious, all that stuff, Freudian type stuff. And I truly believe that the subconscious is really the body. The body is really what holds past memories and storage of memories inside of our side of ourselves. Because our mind is not split into sections. Our mind is one thing. But the body is separate but the same as you. So I truly believe that the body really stores that subconscious memory. And if you think about it, like when you have an experience that makes you uncomfortable, where do you feel uncomfortable first? If you're anxious, where do you feel anxious first? In your heart. Your heart starts beating, your hands start shaking, your palms get sweaty, you start to get nervous. Start to breathe a little deeper, a little faster. Your body has these chemical reactions because it's reacting based off of a storage memory inside of you. And sometimes you have no conscious awareness of why you feel that way, why you feel the way you do. So that's why I say the body has that subconscious memory. So if we're going to heal anything, we need to tap into that somatic body. We need to tap into that physical body along with the mind. It needs to be in tandem with each other. You can't just heal the mind and not heal the body. And it goes right alongside with what are we consuming? Are we consuming life or are we consuming death? Right? Are we bringing life to our body? Are we consuming nutrients, whole foods, fruits, vegetables? Are we consuming our herbs that are helping us feel lively and cleansing us? Or are we choosing death? Are we eating dead carcasses? Are we eating things that create mucus inside of us? Are we eating things that create inflammation inside of us and swelling? Or are we consuming life, fresh vegetables, earthly things that the Mother Earth provides for us? Are we consuming those things? But we're not perfect, and this is speaking from a place of where I've come from one place to where I am today, and it's not to down talk you at all, but it's about right now of making separate decisions from what you're making right now to make a change, because we need to make changes in order to be different. So the somatic body and healing the physical body is also about what you consume. What you consume is very important. It's very essential. It plays a part in your healing journey. We can't just heal one aspect of the planes that we exist in. We have to heal every plane that we exist in. Our mind. We have to heal our mental, our emotions. We have to heal that. Our physical body. We have to heal that storage of memory, of history, of maybe even ancestral history. We have to heal that. Then we have to heal that physical body by bringing us life and consuming only life. And then we have to heal our souls by tapping back into that childlike energy. Tapping back into that childlike energy and allowing ourselves to be more playful, more loving. To be in a more loving, unconditional state. And to actually chase the things that we love. To be in bliss. And to pursue our purpose, because that was your intention here on earth, is to love and to tap into your purpose here. That is what your purpose here is to take care of the temple of God, your body, your mind, your spirit, and your soul. That is the whole temple of God. And you have to take care of it. But it all starts with you, and it all starts with changes that you make each and every day. Small decisions. Ashe. Amen.